Hey guys, welcome back. So today I want to have a conversation about why I started riding e-bikes. And it's funny because I was in the same boat as people criticizing when I see somebody riding an e-bike. I used to be one of those people that would say that, oh, this guy is a cheater. What's the point of riding an e-bike when you don't do any exercise? So yeah, I was in the same boat before, and just to give you a little bit of background, that was exactly the point for me to get into cycling and riding bikes. It was for me to do exercise. So my first bike as an adult was the Trek FX, which I still have today, and I have a lot of videos that if you go back to my first videos, you can see me like riding on that bike. So after I progressed and getting better at riding and doing more miles, that's when I realized that I needed something faster and something better. So that's when I decided to purchase the SAVADECK road bike, which is an amazing bike for the price. Yeah, so basically after I started using that road bike, carbon fiber, oh my god, I was starting to like be in the front of the group. I was like getting better. I remember I was like having so much fun. And then I was like, you know what, I want to be able to enjoy like all the different type of bikes. So I was looking into getting a mountain bike because I would see people like really having fun on mountain bikes. So I had the mountain bike and I have the road bike. And I remember around that time the pandemic hit, and that's when I started feeling some pain in my back. I mean, I always had back problems, but it was like getting worse and worse. It was like so difficult for me to finish a ride. I would do 10 miles and it was like the pain that I have on my back and my muscles and also my joints, it was like kind of weird. So I went to the doctor and they couldn't find anything. And it got to the point where I couldn't ride anymore. Imagine you have this pain in your body, you don't really know what to do, but you want to keep riding. And every time when we jump on the bike, my body would be sore and I would start getting a lot of pain. So that's when I started thinking about electric bikes. And this is why people need to stop doing that. Like the notion that electric bike is bad for you, or you're cheating. There's a lot of people that have disabilities, and that's when I understood that, oh my god, this thing, getting an e-bike can really like fix my situation and my problem, at least until I can solve the problem. So my first bike, it was supposed to be a pedal assist mountain bike. The prices were like insane. It was like $5,000, $6,000 for like a good pedal assist bike. And when I started doing my research, I bumped into this crazy community about electric bikes and people riding so many different type of bikes, and I was like, wow, man, this thing looks like kind of interesting. And I was like, okay, if I'm gonna get an electric bike, I want it to be if I'm gonna spend the money, if my budget is gonna be around that price range, 3,000, 4,000, or 5,000, I need to get my money's worth. So I need to get something that is gonna be really good. Yeah, so that's when I bump into the dirt bike. And I was like, are you kidding me? I didn't even know that was a thing. An electric dirt bike. And it was around the same price range that I was for my budget. So if I'm gonna spend the money into something that's gonna be similar to a mountain bike, might as well get a dirt bike, because I already have a mountain bike. So in my mind, I was like, it makes more sense for me to have a road bike, a mountain bike, and a dirt bike, and on top of that, make it electric. So it was a no-brainer for me. I was like, you know what, I think I'm gonna pull the trigger. So my first choice was the Segway. But the thing is that when I tried to purchase the bike, it was back order, so it wasn't so it was not available. It was sold out. So it was something like you have to wait months, like 4 months. You have to go onto a wait list. So then I noticed that there's a company called Segway that has like majority stock ownership of the company, so they have their own version of that bike. So I was like, okay. So it's a little bit more expensive, but the thing that I like about that version of the bike was that it came with the app where you can tune in the bike and have everything there in the application, instead of the other one that it doesn't have it. So you have to to unlock the capability of the bike, you have to cut cables, and to change settings you have to do Morse code, which it was insane. How expensive can it be to make an app if you have a product like that? So I was like, you know what, I like technology. I like to have something easy for me to tune in. So I was like, and the bike was available, so I didn't have to go into any waiting list. So basically, that's why I got the Segway instead of the Segway, which is the same bike. It's the only difference is the application, and it's a little bit more expensive. Oh man, and I gotta tell you, I fell in love with this bike, which is the one that I'm riding right now. By the way, I think I forgot to mention that. So yeah, it was so much fun. I mean, you guys seen the videos, and I've been having so much fun with that bike. But it had some issues. And the issues that this bike has is that it's not a regular e-bike. So, so it calls too much attention to people around you. At the beginning, it wasn't legal for me to ride it in the street, so I had to get a pedal kit, which I don't like. But yeah, it's like this bike is kind of out there. Like people will have an opinion about this bike. So I was thinking I needed to have something, because of my problem with my back. I needed to have something that I can use for regular bike path, and something that will be electric, but it will be kind of discreet and not too loud like this bike. And when I mean loud, it's not the sound, because electric bikes are not loud. and you can get in trouble if you go to a bike path, which I don't recommend anybody doing, like taking a bike like this to a bike path, because it's too much. I cannot even take it to like a mountain bike trail, because people would give you dirty looks or will say something. So I started looking around for like a regular e-bike that I can use in bike path and regular places. And man, that I gotta tell you, like, there's a lot of bikes out there. Like, that thing is crazy, the amount of bikes that you can find. Like, this thing is so popular right now. So that's why I don't get the pushback from people that don't have a e-bike. You guys need to get used to this thing, because this thing is gonna stay. And the thing is that why not enjoy both? Why not have both? I mean, I'm not throwing away my regular bikes, and I'm gonna use them once I get better. There's a space for everything, and I think e-bikes are really fun for everybody. So I was in the same situation where I didn't want to buy something that it was going to be similar to what I have in my garage. So I was like, you know what? Maybe a BMX would be good. So I ended up buying the ZOOZ 1100. And the reason why I picked that one over the other ones, it was that bike, it was like perfect. The company has a good history. The quality was there. It was a good quality bike. The reviews were really good. And man, the look of that bike with the prone and the way it feels with the seat, having that long seat where I can ride with my daughter, that was like a really cool feature. And again, I fell in love with another e-bike, and I'm telling you guys, I highly recommend for the people that are on the fence into jumping into e-bikes because they feel like they're cheating. It's a different type of riding, and why not have a regular bike and have an e-bike? So coming from a person that used to do the same thing and criticize people riding e-bikes, I gotta tell you that I was wrong, and now I get why people like e-bikes. And I would highly suggest you guys like give it a chance and jump on the wagon, because this thing is here to stay. Eventually you're gonna have electric everything. There's nothing that you can do that is gonna stop that from happening. Alright guys, so I have to get back, so I'm gonna see you guys on the next one. I hope you enjoy the video, and please, if you haven't done so, try e-bikes. It's really good. Alright, ciao. I see you later.